Okay, this is Journey S, and look where I am. I'm back in my room. I haven't done a video here in I can be a good 6 months, maybe longer. This video will be about Liverpool. And I believe we've won it. We've done Premier League. I reckon it's finished. We've won it. I thought this for a while. I didn't want to that was really bad echo in this room. So much worse than the other one I was doing it in. I pretty much thought it was done. We'd won about a month ago, 2 months ago, when we were first hit 10 points up. I pretty much thought we feel so confident and dominant this year, and the scare against Man U, I think, really opened our eyes and has kept us from being complacent to this point, and I feel we'll continue to for the rest of the season. I reckon we have a shot at the Invincibles. It's no. I just cleaned my room, but that's why I'm back in here, because all this was complete shit tip before. But yeah, I feel like that near loss against Man U really opened our eyes, and then I reckon we have a shot. There's a chance that we could be invincibles this year. I'm not going to say we're going to do it, because you can never really say that, especially when we've got Man City left to play, and Tottenham's still. I know they're not doing it, but they're still capable of it. They're a decent team, just not playing well. Who knows, they could have a really good game against us. Man U could do us in a few weeks' time. So it's still very possible that we don't, and we have a bit of over the last few years, have a bit of a almost reputation for, at some stage during the season, losing, or playing really poorly and losing to a mid-lower side table team. So yeah, I feel that we have done it. We have a chance for Invincibles. It just depends really whether we get Invincibles, in my opinion, where we focus on. Because I feel like last night we had the game against Everton in the FA Cup. I feel like that, by the way, amazing goal from whatever his first, I don't remember his first name already, I've forgotten it, Jones, I don't remember his first name. Great goal from him. I don't know how he managed to put that in, but he has. I saw a thing where he says he's been frustrated waiting for a game in the first team, which in my opinion means if I was a manager and I heard that, I would not really pursue having him consistently in the team. Even though he did what he did, that means he is more of a personal one, like he's a very me player, not very team centralized. He cares more about his own gain, especially taking a shot like that. And I know it was the didn't look that promising. Once again, amazing goal, but so many signs from what I've seen in the last few hours since the game, he doesn't seem like a very team-orientated person, very me-central. Because especially as a young player like that, when you're in the European champions, and hopefully, I think they're going to do it, Premier League champions, and maybe Europe again, who knows, that's a long shot, but maybe again. Yeah, when you're in a team like that, and you're just another young player, I hadn't even heard of him, to be honest, before the game, you can't just, you have no reason, in my opinion, to be frustrated. You have no incentive. There's no reason why you should be expecting a game. And the fact that he seemed to expect to be having a game, in my opinion, is just completely ridiculous, and he needs to go look in the mirror and rethink about how he focuses on the game, whether it's him or the team, because I feel like he's just not someone who is going to put his heart on the line for the team. He will do it for himself, his personal gain, not the team's gain. But going beyond that, I think in the long run, if we keep going in the FA Cup, it could actually be a burden for how we do in the Champions League and how we do in the league, because there's a few more games to play throughout the season, and we're already struggling a bit with injuries lately. If that continues on, it could get really bad with depth in the team, and another extra game to focus on, unless we keep playing young players. Because the fact that we beat Everton, in the end, I know it was 1-0, but in the end it was really quite comfortable. From what I heard of the second half, they pretty much just sat in their shell and did nothing, Everton. So the fact that Everton can lose to such a young version of Liverpool is just, it's promising for the future, as well as kind of sad for Everton. I know I should hate them, but I'm not that sort of supporter. I don't really I've never been the person to, even against my team's rivals, I never really hate them. Like with the Eagles, and oh my god. I don't know if you can see that, but when on my camera, it's showing what's happening and my whole face is like twitching. It's not real life, but it is on the thing. It's like, anyway, move on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm not the sort of person to be like, oh, even with Man U, Everton, with Eagles, with so I'm an Eagles fan in the AFL. AFL's Australian Football League, Aussie Rules Football. Fremantle, don't hate them. Collingwood, I don't really hate anyone. I'm too far the other way. I feel like when the Eagles won the Premiership in 2018, I felt sorry for Buckley. I felt sorry for the Collingwood side. That's just who I am. It's a bit annoying because I can't really properly enjoy it as everyone else does. But I still enjoy winning it. But I always feel sorry for the opposition. So I never really have that real hatred for anyone. If something I've noticed with me, if I do get that hatred for someone, it's very hard for them to redeem themselves in my eyes. Like people like Sergio Ramos, he will never be able to redeem himself in my eyes. He's a wanker. Let's just put it out there. He's a wanker. So yeah, I feel we have won the Premier League. As I said, there is a chance, but it's going to get very hectic late in the season if we stay in the FA Cup. We could keep playing younger players until the later rounds. I reckon now that in my opinion, it's pretty much in the bag. As long as we don't do anything stupid in the Premier League, as long as we hold ourselves together, we've won it, in my opinion. And probably, I reckon most people's opinion is too scared to say it. I feel that Klopp will probably focus on the Champions League late in the last, as it gets probably into the semis if we get through to it against. So we have Atletico in the quarters, or no, round of 16. So yeah, it's quarters, I think. Yeah, quarterfinals, round of 16. We have Atletico. If we can get through them, I think as long as we're continuing how we're playing in the Premier League and like until that point, we're still going at the same rate, winning, haven't lost yet. I think Klopp will push away his main focus off the Premier League and on the FA Cup and especially the Champions League to try and get another one. Because as I said, it's pretty much in the bag, the Premier League. We've won it. Hopefully I don't jinx it and we lose a few games in a row now. So yeah. It was about this time last year, I reckon I said, I think I said it was slipping away. Actually, that was a few weeks later. So yeah, I feel Klopp will, in probably a month's time, end of January, probably not end of January, mid-February, he will start to delay his focus a bit more, because that's when the quarterfinals come out, but he will still be, I reckon he'll still be more Premier League centralised. So he never really was that Premier League centralised this year, but he is, I reckon, after February passes, if we're still going strong as we are, like strong by what we've been doing this year, and we're still pulling away from the Leicester and City and if everyone else catches up, I reckon he'll definitely put his focus more on the Champions League, and if we get to the later rounds of FA Cup, he'll probably I reckon he'll play a bit of a weaker side in a Premier League game if it's gonna get quite close to FA Cup game, if that makes sense. So if a player's going to be tired for the FA Cup game, he'll probably play a few weaker players in that Premier League game and then put the centre of attention on the FA Cup for those, if that makes sense, for that round of it, so that we can get through that and hopefully get the FA Cup as well, which I don't think we're going to do, to be honest. I feel that I don't think we're going to do it. I feel something's going to happen in one of the games and we are going to lose in the FA Cup and get knocked out. We always do, surprised we won this long. It would have been 3 losses in a row if we hadn't won last night against Everton. So we took a bit of a risk playing a weak team, considering we would have lost 3 in a row if we did lose. But we won, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really know what else to say. Unfortunately, Milner did get injured. I haven't actually looked at the severity of the injury yet. It didn't. I don't think it seemed that. I mean, he was off straight away. I didn't actually see what the injury was, and I haven't seen anything about it at all. I might search it up in a second. I'll search it up now. Well, everyone's raving about Ousmane Dembele liking a post rumouring him to Liverpool. I don't think it's going to really happen, because it never. After what happened in the start of the season, with Osman Dembele. Nothing really happened. I don't feel, unless he was waiting to see how he went at Barcelona this season, or how we went injury-wise until mid-season to sign him. I don't think we're gonna do it. We might do it in the start of next season, but I think apparently he was gonna go for Werner, wasn't he? Start of next season, from memory, so he's gonna go for Werner. I haven't seen anything about Milner here at all, only about Jones's goal. I'm on One Football, by the way, for this. I'm just covering that up, that's funny. I'm on One Football. So yeah, here you go. Milner injury doesn't. Oh, it doesn't look good apparently. Okay. Quickly read up on this and then I'll be back. Okay, well, there's not really anything on it. It just says he's joined Keita, Matip, Lovren, and is Klein still playing with us? They put Nathaniel Klein on here, obviously Fabinho and Shaqiri are there, but they put Nathaniel Klein as a player who's injured. He's not playing for us, is he? Did we not sell him to Bournemouth, or was that only a loan? Anyway, it doesn't really say anything about doesn't say anything about any kind of how long it's going to take for him to be back, so I'm not going to talk on it because I have no idea what it was, what happened. Haven't seen the tackle or whatever actually happened in the game. I just heard that he got injured in the first like 3 minutes or something, which is would piss you off a lot, really. I don't know what else to say. Don't think there's anything else to say. It's been JDS. Thanks, bye. See you next time. I'm hoping to make Sport Talks more regular, but you know me, it could not happen. Probably won't happen, don't want me. I'm trying to get SM20 out again soon in the next few days. I've got, obviously, the one that went out was recorded over a month ago. Then there was 2 more recorded, I think, after that. And I might record one today as well. So yeah, there's 2 more, I'm pretty sure, maybe 3 that are recorded. That I just need to edit and post. But that last one was, that was the one with the start of 2020, wasn't it? Perfect timing really for real life. So yeah, I'm going to try not to wait a month again. Hopefully I can get him out before a month. Who knows with me? It could never happen, knowing me. Yeah, it's been JDS. Thanks, bye. See you next time. See ya.